Was a name like Wurzel-flummery, seriously. Mr. Wurzel-flummery, in a few well-chosen words, seconded the motion. "Sir," went on Mr. Wurzel-flummery, "oh, poor Robert." "You seem quite certain that I shall take the money." "I am quite certain." "Would you take it?" Well, I wonder. After all, as William Shakespeare says, what's in a name? I can tell you something else that William Shakespeare, said. Who steals my purse with 50,000 in it steals trash. Trash, Robert. But he who filches from me my good name of Crawshaw and substitutes the rotten one of Wurzel. As a matter of fact, Wurzel-flummery is a very good old name. I seem to remember some Hampshire Wurzel-flummerys. It is a very laudable spirit on the part of a dying man to wish to perpetuate these old English names. It all seems to me quite natural and straightforward. If I take this money, I shall have nothing to be ashamed of. I see. Look here, may I ask you a few questions? I should like to know just how you feel about the whole business. Go ahead. Suppose a stranger came up in the street to you and said, "My poor man, here's £5 for you." What would you do? Tell him to go to the devil, I suppose, wouldn't you? In more parliamentary language, perhaps, Richard. I should tell him I never took money from strangers. Quite so, but that if it were £10,000 you would take it. I most certainly shouldn't. But if he died and left it to you, then you would. Ah, I thought you were leading up to that. That, of course, is entirely different. Why? Well, wouldn't you take £10,000 if it were left to you by a stranger? I dare say I should, but I should like to know why it would seem different. Well, in the first place, when a man is dead, he wants his money no longer. You can therefore be certain that you are not taking anything from him which he cannot spare. And in the next place, it is the man's dying wish that you should have the money. To refuse would be to refuse the dead. To accept becomes almost a sacred duty. It really comes to this, doesn't it? You won't take it from him when he's alive, because if you did, you couldn't decently refuse him a little gratitude. But you know that it doesn't matter a damn to him what happens to his money after he's dead, and therefore you can take it without feeling any gratitude at all. No, I shouldn't put it like that. I'm sure you wouldn't, Robert. No doubt you can twist it about so that... All right. We'll leave that and go on to the next point. Suppose a perfect stranger offered you £5 to part your hair down the middle, shave off your moustache, and wear only one whisker. If he met you suddenly in the street, seemed to dislike your appearance, took out a fiver, and begged you to hurry off and alter yourself, of course you'd pocket the money and go straight to your barber's. Now you are merely being offensive. I beg your pardon. I should have said that if he had left you £5 in his will, well then, £20, £100, £1,000, £50,000. It's only a question of price. £50,000, Robert. A pink tie with purple spots, hair across the back, trousers with a patch in the fall myself, Wurzel-flummery. Any old thing you like. You can't insult me. Anything you like, gentlemen, for £50,000. Only you must leave it in your will, and then I can feel that it is a sacred duty. A sacred duty, my lords and gentlemen. It is evidently useless to prolong this conversation. No, no, Robert. I finished. I just took the other side, and I got carried away. I ought to have been at the bar. You take such extraordinary views of things. You must look facts in the face, Richard. This is a modern world, and we are modern people living in it. Take the matter-of-fact view. You may like or dislike the name of Wurzel-flummery, but you can't get away from the fact that £50,000 is not to be sneezed at. I don't know why people shouldn't sneeze at money sometimes. I should like to start a society for sneezing at £50,000. We'd have to begin in a small way, of course. We'd begin by sneezing at £5 and work up. The trouble is that we're all inoculated in our cradles against that kind of cold. You will have your little joke. But you know as well as I do that it is only a joke. There can be no serious reason why I should not take this money. And I gather that you don't think it will affect my career? Not a bit. It'll help it. It'll get you into all the comic papers. Margaret comes in at this moment, to the relief of Crawshaw, who is not quite certain if he is being flattered or insulted again.
Well, have you told him?
I have heard the news, Mrs. Crawshaw, and I have told Robert my opinion, that he should have no difficulty in making the name of Wurzel-flummery as famous as he has already made that of Crawshaw. At any rate, I hope he will.
How nice of you.
Well, it's settled, then. The solicitor fellow should be here soon. Perhaps, after all, we can manage something about... Ah, Viola, did you want your mother?
Sorry, do I interrupt a family meeting? There's Richard, so it can't be very serious.
What a reputation. Well, it's over now.
Viola had better know, hadn't she?
She'll have to know sometime, of course.
Of course she will, so you'd better tell her now. I knew there was something exciting going on this morning.
Perhaps you'd better tell her, dear.
Father has come into some property, Viola. It means changing our name, unfortunately, but your father doesn't think it will matter. How thrilling! What's the name, Mother? Your father says it is... Oh, dear me, I shall never remember it.
Wurzel-flummery.
Dick, you tell me if nobody else will.
Robert said it just now.
That wasn't a name, was it? I thought it was just a... Do say it again, Father.
Wurzel-flummery.
Do you spell it like that? I mean, like a wurzel and like flummery.
Exactly, I believe.
Miss Viola Wurzel-flummery. I mean, they'd have to look at you, wouldn't they? Oh, Dick, what a heavenly name. Who had it first?
They are an old Hampshire family. That is so, isn't it, Robert? I said I thought that I remembered. Margaret, can you find Burke there?
Well, Viola, you haven't told us how you like being Miss Wurzel-flummery. I haven't realized myself yet, Mummy. I shall have to stand in front of my glass and tell myself who I am.
It's all right for you. You know you'll change your name one day, and then it won't matter what you've been called before.
Shh! Oh, won't it? It's got to appear in the papers. A marriage has been arranged between Miss Viola Wurzel-flummery, and everybody will say, and about time too, poor girl. Have you found it, dear?
This is the 1912 edition.
Still, dear, if it's a very old family, it ought to be in by then. I don't mind how old it is. I think it's lovely. Oh, Dick, what fun it will be being announced. Just think of the footman throwing open the door and saying, Mr. Dennis Clifton.
There is a little natural confusion as Clifton enters jauntily in his summer suiting, with a bundle of papers under his arm. Crawshaw goes towards him and shakes hands. How do you do, Mr. Clifton? Very good of you to come. It